Okay, welcome to another Vintage League here. Today we're trying Cosmogoyf for the third time on this channel. Cosmogoyf, if you don't know this one, is from the Edge of Eternities set that came out in the last couple of weeks. And its power and toughness are equal to the number of cards you own in exile, so this can get absolutely mammoth with different cards to get stuff into exile. We tried this in a blue Bazaar deck last time, and originally in a Doomsday deck, which all have lots of ways of getting Cosmogoyf big. What they were lacking, though, was a way of getting Cosmogoyf evasion, though, and big. And I think what we're going to try today is Detective's Phoenix. Because Detective's Phoenix, if you put it into the graveyard with a Bazaar of Baghdad, or you can just play it from your hand if you happen to, not have a Bazaar, you can use the Bestow ability from the graveyard to collect evidence. So that's exile card total amount by 6 or greater. And it's or greater, so you can just keep going to make Cosmogoyf huge if you want to. You put this on Cosmogoyf, it gets +2/+2 flying and haste. So all in one package, the Detective's Phoenix can make Cosmogoyf really big and give it flying and haste. So potentially just like a one-shot combo kill, depending on the situation, which is pretty cool. So I'm very, very curious to try this out. Most of the other deck is, I took out the blue cards from the Bazaar version, so like in that version you got Psychic Frog, and Psychic Frog with its ability to exile 3 cards from the graveyard can make Cosmogoyf big. So we've taken those out, taken out the other blue cards, but most of the other shell is still there. We still have Hogaak. Hogaak with its Delve ability. All those cards going into exile are ones that can pump Cosmogoyf. We've still got, the Delve exile cards, and that means Cosmogoyf gets bigger. We've still got Serum Powder. Serum Powder exiling your hand, all those cards in exile. Again, make Cosmogoyf bigger. And then we can put stuff into exile with Deathrite Shaman, targeting our own graveyard, or Grief exiling something. And then in post-board games, a lot of times the Lurrus decks are going to bring in things like Soul Guide Lantern. Some decks will bring in Leyline of the Void. All of these cards put stuff into exile and can make Cosmogoyf really big, especially in post-board games there, where your opponent's helping you make it quite large. The rest of the deck's pretty much standard Aggrovine stuff. We're built around this Bazaar of Baghdad card. So it discards 3. Your hollow ones are free. You play the Basking Rootwallas for free, and then you play the second creature of your turn. That triggers the Vengevine. Bring them back from the yard after you discard them with Bazaar. So playing Hollow Ones, playing Rootwallas, evoking Griefs, all can bring back the Vengevine, or even just playing a Shaman or an Ouphe. Just normally, for some added disruption, we've got the Grief Reanimate package here for disruption. And then we're still in a very Tezz heavy meta. The new Edge of Eternities Tezz card is really good. So we're playing 2 Ouphes main deck, 2 in the sideboard. You could play more Ouphes main deck. To be honest, right now that's probably like a reasonable idea. Maybe like cut a Shaman or cut a Hogaak for another Ouphe. Probably pretty reasonable without the number of artifacts running around. Playing the minimum fast mana here. Where we are an Ouphe deck. Our mana base is able to support just playing a mid-range plan, but also then has the Bazaars. So pretty standard stuff. The big change from the Bazaar version of this to the Jund one is swapping out Psychic Frog for Detective's Phoenix. We'll see how that goes. We're not going to have the engine capability because of Psychic Frog, but I think we're going to be quicker and a little more powerful, so I think it could be pretty cool. Throw a like and a subscribe, please. All really appreciated and free for you to do. And any comments along the way, now or during the video, that all helps the algorithm and stuff, so happy to hear anything you got down below. We're playing in the sideboard some Mindbreak Traps for when we're on the draw against the faster decks. Leyline for other Bazaar decks. Thoughtseize for some of the combo matchups. Bring in the 2 other Collector Ouphes against the artifact heavy decks. And then we got 4 Outland Liberators here. This is for a combination of things. Oath of Druids. Good against a lot of the artifact decks. And it also hits a lot of the cards that we are scared of. So like Leyline of the Void, you know, Graft Digger's Cage, those kind of things. So it's both offensive and defensive here. Pretty good. Haven't played this one too recently on the channel, but for a long time I would play a lot of these. I think it's time again with Tezz really reinvigorating a lot of the artifact heavy decks. Alright, I think that's about it. Check out the other two Cosmogoyf videos I had and some of my other recent stuff if you want. And then let's get into this in round one here. Okay, here we go again. Mulligan time. Keep. Waiting for them to play a bauble or a sphere turn one and we die. Uh-oh. Or a Voidmere. Grim Monolith. Tezz. Flush Raker. It's not good for us. It's also not good for us. Can they just play a Ballista for 0? Yeah. Turn one bauble. Nope, I didn't grab a bauble. Okay. Well, that's quite a start. One, two, I really want to kill Tezz. Does it even matter? Because they got the ring. I do want to kill Tezz. Not sure if it even matters though. Feel like I messed this up. But with the ring, I'm not even sure it really matters. I think we can scoop to this. Jeez. That's an infinite combo with Tezz. They just untap it. It's also an infinite combo with Mana Folky. Yikes. Very scary. Very, very scary. I guess so. The Grim Mono starts are just so good with the Tezz. Sure. I think we just get Bayou, play a Collector Ouphe, pass. Should have brought in those Outland Liberators. Bayou. Bayou. Oof. Yep. Do they want to block? This makes a lot of blockers. can be annoying. Karn the Great Creator, Tezz, the Ring, Wormcoil Engine. What am I afraid of here? Probably Wormcoil Engine the most, to be honest. These are a lot easier to cast. Doesn't really get anything useful though, I don't think. Karn might get something useful. Take Karn. I guess the Tezz artifact thing can make a blocker, which is kind of scary. Maybe I should have taken Tezz. Karn, you would need the full 4 mana. All right. I think we do want the Liberators. We cut the Phoenixes. Cut the Gax. Bring in the Cosmogoyf. Nope, should not have done that. I just cut all the cards to make the Cosmogoyf good unless we powder our first hand. Regret this immediately. Okay. Yeah, that's scary. Best draw. That's our best draw. That is our best draw. Okay. Well done. Oh, okay, that's a good draw for them. They can untap it, but they cannot tap it. One, two, three. Cast. 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 All right, we got one. All right, here we go. We're on the play. I don't think we can keep this. Let's see. And it's like, we can do a grief scam and hold up the Lotus. We can just play the grief. Oh boy. I don't know. I don't know. It's for a hand without a Bazaar, it's pretty close, isn't it? I think at the end of the day, it's just too anemic. Like, they can just, even if we scam them, draw out of it. I think we mulligan. Powder. Put a card on the bottom of our library. Let's put the hollow one down. Powder. 1. Yeah, 2. Oh boy. I want one more card in my hand. Don't love this. Null Rod, Mox Ruby, Sphere, Crucible, Tezz. I guess we take the Tezz. Alright, we'll go to game 2. Take our Outland Liberators. They're running their own Ouphes. Got 1 Phoenix. One Gack. Try that. I'm tempted to keep this, to be honest. They go for a graveyard hate play, then we can play our Liberators. Patchwork. Mana Vault. Tezz. Free Tezz. Grafdigger's Cage. Okay. Pithing Needle. Okay. It's a good start. I think I forgot to change my fetch lands in this deck. Let's see what they get. Tezz just getting so high off the artifacts is really good. Really strong new card there. Yep. See what they do here. We don't want them to double spell. Alright, they got our graveyard. Alright. That gives us 2 mana to blow up the patchwork next turn, potentially. Worm Coil, that's a good one. That's a problem. That messes up this plan. Pretty badly. I can't play 2 spells, right? We can blow. The Worm Coil is a really tough draw. Or maybe the land was. Jeez. Land there would have been really good. I think we just play the Shaman and pass. We're in a tough spot here. We have to hit. They need to hit a brick here. Yeah. Oh, that's gonna kill us. Yeah, we can't. I think we're dead. We have to kill the scrolling crawler. We literally die. Maybe I was supposed to sack it. That would have cost 3 mana though. Yeah, I don't like how I played this. Don't love this. I think I messed up. Very much feel like I messed this up. Yeah. Let the patchwork out of control here. And actually, if we would have just killed the stupid needle, we'd actually probably be okay. Ironically. There aren't even any artifacts, instants, and sorceries for us to really pick at here. That's disappointing. I've definitely punted this one. Yeah, it really feels like we should have been able to win this. Oh, we can reanimate the Liberator. We can't reanimate the Worm Coil. This is going to be just too small. Jeez. If that, without the sphere, we could actually reanimate. No, we need 3 mana to pop it off, don't we? I don't know there's any way we can actually win this, right? That's a 6/7. That's an 8/8. We need the Worm Coil, but we are 2 life shy. We're just going to go out like this because I don't think there's anything we can really do. Try this again. Let's give this a whirl. I mean, we have a Bazaar, but otherwise it's a really bad hand, right? And they just dump their hand turn 1, we just die. They have like anything really, we just die. I think we actually have to mulligan that, even though there was a Bazaar. Do we try and high roll with the... No. Yeah, that's not what we want. Well, we're probably dead then. Yep. 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 Okay, yeah, we're dead. I think we can scoop this one up. I think we're dead. Alright, well, something. Can't actually cast anything for 1 mana, though. Oh, now we are actually dead. Alright, here we go. No. Oh boy. Also no. Oh boy. Vengevine? Okay, we did get the Vengevine. As far as Mold to Oblivion openers go, this is not a bad one. Alright. Sure. Don't really know what we're up against. They know what we're on. Try that. I was considering just trying to get a turn 1 Ouphe off of the Mox. Maybe I should have. Turn 1 Ouphe off the Mox is looking good. I'll have to... What am I talking about? Oh, there was no turn 1. Ignore me. Oh boy. What is this? Okay. I don't know what's happening here. I'm confused. We're just gonna hope we don't get tinkered, and then we're gonna try and play an Ouphe. Okay. So we're up against Tinker here. I assume this gets forced, and then we have to try and dig for like a Reanimate or something. No. Not necessarily a good sign. He drew the Mopal. Don't think they're playing orcs in this deck. That is a good one. PO. Yeah, that'll do it. Yep. PO. I'm going to assume they can figure out how to win. Yeah, just let it go. We'll let him do it. I'll see the deck. Oh, they stack. That's pretty cool. Interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, should not have taken this stuff out. Like this crap. It did bring in quite a bit of graveyard hate. Something like this, I guess. Okay. Might be too slow. We'll give it a whirl. What a black card. That'll do. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and we got there. Alright, Tezz is good, but so is 13 power and a discard on turn 1. Alright, we're up against the Lurrus here. Probably not good enough. Okay. Yeah, I should have kept the second Bazaar if it's like a Lurrus control deck. Okay. Okay. Alright, let's play our Collector Ouphe first, I guess. Oh, so there's control. Okay. We're gonna just blow up the Ouphe then. Alright, they know what we're doing. They understand the plan. Do they have an Orcish Bowmaster? Let's see what they do about this. Red, blue, green. Okay. Flame. Yeah, can't do anything about that. Flusterstorm, Soul Rings, stock up. So stock up. I think we just take the Hogaak, to be honest. I'm just trying to aggro them out. Alright, well, the Merchant Scroll gets a recall, which could be a problem. Alright, we got nothing. Let's see what they got. Yeah, I mean a big hand of restricted cards is one way to get out of this for sure. Stock up. Yep, it's a good start. That was quick. Probably found something good. Blue. Yeah. Red. Okay, we died. Time walk. Oh yeah, they can just win with breach time walk loops. I thought we had this for a minute there. They had nothing in hand and then just... They had a Flusterstorm land Soul Ring in hand, 3 lands in play. We had 12 power in play and just... I thought I liked our chances and it all just fell apart, huh? Just kind of fell apart. I guess in retrospect, our Collector Ouphe getting Flame of Nord was our biggest problem. I think they can just pretty comfortably win at this point just by bringing back Breach. I'm just going to assume they can figure this out. Let's try that. Alright, here we go. Keep. I don't actually how we play this, but we'll keep it. I think we just play the first one. Got a force. Opal Tutor Trainer. Take Tutor. And they got a Mox. That means they can play the trainer right away, which is irritating. We got a Soul Guide Lantern, huh? Let's take the Soul Guide Lantern. No, no, we should have put the fuck. That was a whoopsie. Forgot to play my Bazaar. Land, please. I would like one land. Okay. Interesting. Really don't want to put Lurrus in hand and get it ripped away. I got a force? Oh jeez. Okay. Yeah, you can get their Lurrus. That was lucky. That was very lucky. Let's see what they got for us. They do have a Breach and a Demonic Tutor, though, so we will see. No! We're dead. Okay. Ugh. Exactly what they needed. They just do Lurrus, Demonic Tutor, Brain Freeze, and we die. Jeez. Exactly what they needed. Ugh. Exactly enough cards, too. They just tutor for Brain Freeze and win. Wait. I can't make blue. Maybe we're not dead. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. They get Brain Freeze, they can't cast it. Ow. They can't cast it. So what do they get? Hey, we're not dead. Hold on a second. Alright. Probe. That's clever. Now they've got enough. No. Alright, we got that one. That was lucky. I thought we were dead. I thought we were dead. I think we take the Serum Powders out here and the Cosmogoyfs and we play like a controlling game plan. Bring in the ley lines. And bring in the Liberators. Play more of a controlling plan. think we keep that. Okay. Oh boy. This one's actually closer than I thought it was going to be. Black, blue. What do you got over there? Let's take a look. Stock up, stock up, stock up. So we take a stock up. I think we hold the Walla just in case we have to pop something with the trainer, this guy. Alright, we got there. Alright, so pretty good league. Nice 3-2 there. We did miss a round. I didn't record the round against Siggy by accident. You didn't miss much. They were on bug, and like one of the games went, I had a Demonic Tutor Lotus opener, no Bazaar, and I was going to go, search up Bazaar. So I play out the Lotus and it gets dazed. And we just died. It was a rough one. But aside from that, I mean, I think the deck played really well. We didn't get to do as much Cosmogoyf stuff as I would have liked. But the deck is strong. I think the Cosmogoyf portion of it with Phoenix is real and is, quite strong here. So pretty happy with the deck, overall. Even the first loss here, we were competitive. I think this is probably my last league with Cosmogoyf for a while. I think this is my third league with them. If you want to see other Cosmogoyf videos, I played a Bugzar with Psychic Frog, a blue version of this, black, blue, green. Psychic Frog exiling, can make Cosmogoyf big. And then I played a Doomsday version, lots of cards there like Doomsday, Demonic Consultation, the Delve, the restricted Delve spells all can make Cosmogoyf really big. So there is other Cosmogoyf content on my channel if you want to check that out. I think this is my last one for a while. I don't have any other ideas right now for using Cosmogoyf, but I think the Phoenix is really cool. I do think this is worth playing around with if you do want to try Cosmogoyf. Just a really great way of being able to clear your yard, make Cosmogoyf big, and give it evasion all at the same time, which is pretty cool. I really like the Outland Liberators in the sideboard too. At the moment, the meta is very Tezz heavy, very artifact heavy, and this just was really good. I like that. Yeah, overall, pretty happy with the deck. Don't really have any immediate changes I would do. I think it's pretty reasonable. You got any other ideas, let me know, and then otherwise throw a like, throw a subscribe so you can see more fun new content as I try new cards and stuff, and throw a comment down below, other things you'd like to see on the channel or other ideas for this deck, you know. Alright, see you next time.